Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play WazHack, and hopefully we'll have a slightly more successful time of it than we did in the last episode. The night run was going okay. It was going tolerably well for the early game, but the others were just absolutely disastrous. Frankly, the night was never going to get very far. I don't think I've ever had a particularly successful night run. If you're a long-term viewer, then you'll be well aware that the wizard tends to be my best. The druid can also have some good runs, although he didn't do well the last time round. So, who are we going to be today? It's possible that some of you have submitted requests in the comments on the previous videos, but I'm recording this before they've all been uploaded, so apologies if I don't get to the character you requested. I'm going to go with the rogue. I haven't been a rogue in a while. Let's give him a go. I didn't really remember all that much about how the rogue works, except that he's a bit stealthy, though not as stealthy as the thief, and he can make traps. That's pretty much all I remember. I'm going to take a dagger because he uses daggers to make his traps. I've never gotten much use out of the traps, if memory serves. But you never know. Don't want to rule out the ability to make a trap just out of basically hubris. Oh, never needed a trap before. I won't need one today. I'll just leave this pile of daggers lying here. I don't know why I'm delivering that like Professor Elemental. For those of you who are familiar with Professor Elemental, I just discovered chap hop recently. And any form of hip-hop, even hilarious parody hip-hop, isn't musically up my street. I tend to be more of a guitar-y / video game soundtrack kind of person. But I do quite like some Professor Elemental songs. I recommend Fighting Trousers. Anyway, so we've already found one scroll, which isn't great, and we've found this amulet, which I really want to identify as soon as possible. So I'm going to try the scroll in case it's an identify. It's not, it's a teleport. That's disappointing, but it does mean that if and when I find more teleport scrolls, I will actually know that that's what they are, so I'll be able to use them to escape. That's if we actually survive. You gain 2 levels at once. That's impressive. We must be way down in the dungeon then to gain 2 levels at once. I'm going to go with weapon precision. If I wasn't surrounded by enemies, I would go with a level of silence. But as it is, I'm going to take a level of dual wield. I probably can't equip a second dagger in time to fight this guy off, but I'm going to have a go. Kind of making it work. Yeah. I'm actually pretty impressed that we survived that. That really looked like it was going to go horribly. Now, do we have an apple? We don't. So I'm going to have to sleep off this poison, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the shortcut for sleep is. It's not Z. You might guess it is based on the icon, but it's not, because Z is zap for use with wands. Never mind. There we go. Start feeling hungry, so I'll eat these goblin innards that I picked up upstairs. And I am going to try working my way back up there to an extent. I'm going to leave that helmet because it's probably too heavy for a character who uses stealth to some extent. Part of the reason I want to go back upstairs is to find my pet. Because, of course, poor thing got left behind. What is it, a monkey? Is it with the rogue, I think? Okay, too many enemies. I'm going to try this wand. Holy shit! Seriously? I was attacked like 1,000,000 times in the time that it took me to equip a wand. That's ridiculous. I mean, I know spiders are fast, but that's just insane. Oh, and this is a dead end as well. I bet they're going to be down here, aren't they? Let's have a nap. And hope that no one catches up with us while we're sleeping. Probably going to get hungry again pretty soon. Okay, there's a bat. A bat by itself we might be able to take. There we go. Okay, let's get another level of dual wield, since we seem to be going down that road at the moment. Could really do with some meat, actually. Maybe the snake will give me meat. Or cheese, in fact. So let's scoff the cheese straight away. Actually didn't do much in terms of our hunger, but better than I think. Oh, another bat! Piss off! I can't believe I'm dual-wielding on a ladder. That can't be easy. Okay. And it's this difficult just to fight my way back up to where my pet was. I guess that's probably the spider we teleported away before. I don't like to waste wands of teleportation doing things like that, but I don't think we would have survived a fight with that spider in the condition we're in. So, let's have a sleep. Oh, it's back again, you little fucker. Piss off. Okay, so, yeah, let's get another level of weapon precision. Oh no, we need another talent first. We could get trapping, but actually, all traps are revealed to you is quite a good effect, so I will go with that. Stab the snake sounds like a euphemism. It's tempting to drink from that fountain, but I'm not convinced. Oh, you can upgrade your skills. Knife skill up. I assume we've probably been upgrading knife skill at double speed, thanks to using 2 of them. Got a lockpick. Actually never used a lockpick. I think they're a relatively recent addition, and I haven't really had the opportunity to try one out. He dropped a load of stuff. An apple, always good. Wand, scroll, fine. Not bothered about the arrows or the mace, but the other stuff's pretty good. I think that's another apple. No, it's a pear. Never mind. I will take the daggers for trap purposes, should I ever do that. I've got an arrow sticking out of my back. Why not? Fashionable arrow. Yeah. It's the latest look, you know, here in the UK. In a backwater of the northwestern UK. Well, northwestern Britain, not northwestern UK. That would be Northern Ireland. Geography fans. Okay. I will grab the whistle. And I will play it in the hope that it will start to bring my pet towards me. As far as I remember, I haven't seen a message saying that my pet is dead, so hopefully it's still around somewhere. I'm working my way back up towards it, but it would be nice if it could meet me halfway. The thing that's weirding me out a little bit here is that we've gone up several floors now, and we still haven't got back to where we were originally. I didn't realise we could teleport that far. Bronze rings could be good, but equally they could be terrible. Same for potions, scrolls. Yeah, I really need to know what some of these things are before I spend money on them. Let's try reading some more scrolls, see if we get an identify. Enchant armour. That's not bad, not bad. Oh, wait. My armour was surrounded by a dark cloud. I think that means it was a cursed enchant armour scroll. Magic mapping doesn't really interest me. Identify at last. So let's identify this amulet. Cursed Amulet of Restful Sleep. Do not want to wear that. Let's try this wand. Uncursed Wand of Death. Now that could actually be useful. Worth knowing. Let's try reading the spell books. I don't think we're much of a spellcaster, but can't hurt. Light and Haste. Haste could actually be really useful. Not so bothered about light, but haste, for sure, yeah. So, let's... Actually, I think that's a dead-end room that was revealed to us by our magic mapping. So I'll pop down here. I will grab this wand. Not the arrow. No meat that I can see. I will take this spellbook, though. Dark blue spellbook. Oh! Look at that! Did you see that? Wooden arrow jabbed into Valentiel the Rascal. So you can pick up... you can pick up an arrow that's jabbed into your own back. I'm just going to leave it there. It's not doing any harm. And you never know, I might find myself in a position where I need to jab an arrow into something at some point, and I'll appreciate having that one stuck in my back. Gonna sell the Iron Skull Cap, even though I don't know what it is. No, actually, I'll only get 3 coins for it, so no, I'll keep that. I will sell the Amulet of Restful Sleep. Oh yeah, of course we get Potions of Blindness and Sickness with the Rogue as well. We start off with those, that's pretty good. Gonna sell the Spellbook of Light, because I seldom use light spells. But I'll hang on to haste in case I start to forget that spell. Yeah, that'll do. Selling a few things. Don't know what most of the stuff in the shop is, so I won't expend my money on it. But I will take the copper wand. And some gems. I think these are the first gems we've found so far. That's one annoying feature of having this arrow stuck in my back the whole time, is every time I want to pick anything up, I have to make a point of not picking up that arrow. But never mind. For the time being, I'm willing to keep doing that just for novelty value. Alright. So... there's my monkey. Hello, buddy. So, we've got a gem and a blank scroll. I know you can write your own scrolls and stuff, but I'm unlikely to find myself in a position where that actually happens. So let's just leave it. I will take money and gems. Oh, I think I accidentally picked up my arrow. Or did my monkey knock it loose? No doubt you'll be able to see what happened there when you watch the video, but of course I can't replay at this point, so who knows. But whatever happened, something dislodged the arrow. Very disappointing. Stop messing with my look, WazHack. That was a conscious stylistic choice. So, what kind of meat's that? Giant rat meat. Why aren't I carrying that already? Did I just miss it? I'll eat the giant rat meat. Hasn't really helped, actually, but it's probably contributing to staving off hunger for a little bit longer. We could do with more meat if possible, frankly. That was a lot of gold that fell just there. So let's grab that. Oh, there's that helmet. Okay, so we're about at the point that we teleported to before. So let's descend. Kill the bat, grab an apple, and move on. Okay. Dark. Could use my light spell, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is... Oh, that's the wrong key. Forgotten how to cast spells. Is it C? There it is. Haste self. Yeah, you speed up. Damn right I do. Look at me go. Woohoo! Are we at the Gnomish Mines? You'll probably remember that when I got to the Gnomish Mines, last episode, I think? It went pretty poorly. I'm going to take a level of silence, I think. Yeah. Just for the sneaking up on unaware enemies benefits. So, turn the valve on there. I didn't want to turn it off, I was trying to pick stuff up. Never mind. There's something written on the fourth wall. Thanks for voting for us on Steam Greenlight. What's Greenlight? What's voting? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I actually did vote for it on Greenlight. Makes sense, really, considering my history of playing this game. Yeah, so the last time we went down into the Gnomish Mines, it actually didn't go very well. Mainly because we were playing as a melee character. We are now not playing as a melee character in the sense of a tank, like the Vandal, Barbarian, Knight or Valkyrie, but we're obviously not really a spellcasting character either, so kind of doesn't bode that well. But I'll have a go. I want to identify that sapphire ring, but we don't have another identify scroll yet. Scrolls have been thin on the ground today. Of course they're thin on the ground. They're thin everywhere. They're paper! Or possibly that other thing that's not paper, that's animal skin. I should know that. I'm a medieval historian by training. What the hell is that stuff called? Anyway, parchment. That's what I was thinking of. Animal skin. Okay, zombie kobolds tend to be really, really goddamn nasty. So, I'm going to try out some wands. Wand of Striking is good, but didn't really avail me that much here. One blow at a time. Oh man, someone blasted my monkey into oblivion with a Wand of Striking. Wand of Death. You get. Oh, range is too short. Alright. I guess Wand of Striking it is then. Oh! Gnome just killed another gnome! Oh, you were looking for an opportunity to claim all his stuff, were you? Terrible accident befell George in the mines. Yeah, well, I saw all of it. I guess the fact that both of these names are Ginger, and I just named one of them George, gives this a whole weird Weasley aspect, but that's not what I had in mind, and nor is being shot in the crotch and killed. Unfortunate. I felt like that was going reasonably well, actually, but the Gnomish Mines really seem to be a problem if you're not a spellcaster. So that's something to bear in mind for future runs, I think. If you're going to be a melee character, or at least not a spellcasting character, maybe steer clear of the Gnomish Mines, because they will do you in no time flat. I just realised I was talking into my mug of tea there. Apologies if I went muffled at all. Swig of tea before we move on. Okay. So, let's go again. Because we're only at, about 15 minutes or so. And after waffling so much about spellcasting characters, I'm going to do something unusual. I'm going to be a sorceress. Can't remember really how she plays. She starts with a robe, +1 staff, +1 dagger, 2 scrolls of create monster. Her weapons are cursed, but she has a spellbook of absorb curse. Yeah, let's not be her. I just remembered how much I don't like playing as her. Sorcerer starts with +2 robe and various potions, a staff and a dagger, but his skills are with darkness and death, not weapons. Fine, let's try him. Okay. I just realised, possibly I've noticed this before, back in the days of yore, but it just struck me that he looks a little bit like Crais from Farscape in a dressing gown. Moving on, let's see what our potions are. Blindness, concentration, enlightenment, extra healing, gain level, healing, invisibility, sleeping, holy water. Stuff like potions of gain level are always a bit of a problem for me, because I can never decide whether it's best to gain an early gain level here. I know that doesn't seem very valuable, in that this is probably the easiest part of the game in which to gain character levels by just killing stuff. But it's very easy to die in the early game, particularly if you haven't found any spellbooks or anything. So I'm tempted to drink it now, just to get me off to a stronger start. But of course, really, the other side of that, really, the benefit of a potion of gain level is to drink it much later on when you're having difficulty gaining new levels by manual means. So I guess I'm going to hold on to that, but I don't feel great about it. Lockpicking jackal meat is fine. I'll immediately scarf the jackal meat. So we're full. So regardless of whether we get off to a good start, we have got off to a filling start. Let's kill the rat. I'm doing okay with the staff so far. I know we have a dagger as well, and it's tempting to use it, but I feel okay about the staff. Gem, black potion, scroll, fine, whatever. Do we have anything that might need identifying? The wand. So yeah, once we get rid of this kobold, I'll try the scroll and see if it's an identify. Apple is always a good find. There's no point in the game, as far as I've got anyway, where an apple is not a good pickup. Scroll of magic mapping isn't really what I wanted, but at least it wasn't the scroll that sets you on fire. I hate those things. Scrolls that set you on fire are such dicks. Okay. So we've cleared out the first couple of floors, and we'll just press onward. Okay, don't want that helmet, it's probably not going to be much use. Apparently it's cursed, anyway, but even if it wasn't, it doesn't really suit a sorcerer. It's amusing to me that the sorcerer and sorceress, you know, that with a name like that, sorcerer and sorceress, are, although they're kind of magic-using characters, they don't start with any magic. So, the sorceress starts with a load of potions, so I argue really he's kind of more of an alchemist, maybe? Let's read these. Nothing happens, so that's something unrelated. And create monster. Yeah, my kitten took that out in no time flat. Cursed club, but that's okay. I wasn't going to use the club anyway. Let's move on. Crais. Down we go. The more I think about it, the more I think I have pointed out that resemblance before, so my sincerest apologies for my repetition. Will you take out the kobold? Thank you. Down you go. Whoa! Whoa! Get back here! You big pansy. Kittens are, cats. They're meant to be hunters. Man, will you help me out here, you little bastard? Oh, shit. Not only did I create monsters, but one of them immediately suctioned my face. Alright. I have nothing to read, so I can't teleport away. All I can do is try the other wand, really. Well, I guess... Let me just check out my potions again. See if any of them might be useful here. Potion of blindness might help. Healing could be very handy. Sleeping, maybe, but I'll probably only catch one of the enemies with it. Let's start with Potion of Sleeping. What did I hit there? Did I hit my kitten? It says the Lichen stays wide awake, so clearly that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to wand it. I'm going to wand it right in the face. Was that Wand of Striking? Was that a Wand of Striking? It was a Wand of Striking! Oh my god, I lucked out there. And gained a level for a load of health back. Okay, what does Wizardry do? Mana recovers faster. Well, I don't have any spells on hand at the moment, so that's not going to help. Metal equipment, blah blah. I think magic precision, you deliver 50% more critical hits with wands and spells, is probably going to be the way. Although weapon precision, possibly. I do seem to be clubbing things with my staff a lot. I'm going to go with magic precision at this point, though. Wand of Striking, that is really, really lucky. Because this could very easily have gone so badly wrong. I did look inside that chest, right? I think I did. Yeah. Nearby items. I will pick up the rat meat, and I will immediately eat it to celebrate my victory. Gloat over the corpses of my defeated enemies by eating slices of them. So let's beat this goblin down. Come on, I just took on an entire legion of enemies. A goblin, a solitary goblin, can't beat me. A couple of people have pointed out that, over the last few months, that I need to feed my pet in order to contribute to its survival. But you know what? It's not a great help to me, frankly. So I'm not convinced that I actually want to feed it. I mean, look, where's it even gone? Where has the kitten gone? It's just wandered off. Where are you? You little shit. Get back here. Oh well. Moving on then. What's over here? Oh, big rat. Think I'm going to have to Wand of Striking it, if I may use the phrase Wand of Striking as a verb. I'm going to take Gastronomy for the simple reason that I feel like food is going to be a problem. I don't feel like I'm finding a lot of food, so it's probably advisable to take the opportunity to accumulate as much of it as I can. I will take the lamp, and hopefully I'll have the opportunity to discover at some point whether it's cursed, or whether it's just a lamp, or whether there's actually a genie in it. You never know. Long-time watchers will be well aware that I have seldom, if ever, uncovered a genie in a lamp who was not an evil genie. It seems like they're all evil genies. But I live in hope. Actually, I don't. I live in pessimism. But, we do what we can to be hopeful. I hope for hope. So, let's immediately scarf some jackal meat. I'm not sure why scarf is a slang term for eat, because you kind of can't eat if you've got a scarf around your mouth or too tightly around your neck. Seems most inappropriate, unless it's sarcastic. Anyway, so I get a level of polearm skill, because apparently my very sober and plain sorcerer's staff is actually a polearm. I'm sure medieval troops would have something to say about that. Beat down the bats. Another staff. Now, this new staff could actually be a good find. Some staffs have very positive effects, and I believe you can actually infuse a staff with a spell that you know, which basically gives you extra uses of that spell without having to draw upon your own mana reserves. Unfortunately, I don't know any spells at the moment, so that's of limited usefulness. But I can hang on to it for a later opportunity. Okay, that put me to sleep. Not a big deal. Probably needed a swift kip. Grab a scroll. Going to try doing some identification here. Identify. Yes. So, where shall I start? I'll start with the staff. Uncursed Staff of Death. I'm not sure whether that means I'll die if I hold it, or what. I'm really not clear on how that works. Let's identify the lamp as well. Cursed oil lamp. So, even if there was a genie in it, it would be an evil genie. How about the leather? Uncursed suit of studded leather. Right, getting a lot of identifies here. The wand is okay. What about potions? Alright, let's try the orange potion. Potion of polymorph. Fine. So, what I'm going to do at this point is switch my robe for armour and see what effect that has on my AC. It's about equal, except that I look like a complete chump wearing this leather armour, so I'm going to switch back to my robe. And I'm also going to swap one staff for another. And hope that the Staff of Death doesn't kill me just from holding it for a couple of minutes. There's a wooden dagger as well. That actually might be worth taking, just in case I decide to switch up for a dagger at some point. But since I've already gained a level of polearm skill, it seems unnecessary to split my weapon skills by starting on daggers as well. You learn jumping. Wow. Thank you. Congratulations, you have learned jumping. You can now jump. You know, something a normal person could do all the time. I know it means the jumping spell, but that was less funny than my completely unfunny joke. Moving on, what am I going to take my next level in? We're still not finding a lot of food, so gastronomy is tempting. But I'm going to take magic precision, considering how much we're relying on wands to deal with the serious threats around here. I'm surprised nothing came out of that grate when we picked up that, whatever it was, pendant or amulet or whatever. I'm going to use one of our remaining identify scrolls to identify the thing we just picked up, wherever it is. There it is. Dodecahedral amulet. Cursed amulet of unchanging. Unchanging is probably good. It wouldn't be good for a druid, since the druid's main power is transforming into other things. But with us, polymorph... I mean, some polymorphs can be good if they turn you into something powerful, but a lot of the time they will just mess up your run by turning you into something that's either not very effective, or something that's too weak to carry all of your gear, or whatever. So, that might actually be something worth wearing. The problem, of course, is it's cursed, which means if I find a better amulet, I won't be able to swap it. So, I'm going to not put on the Amulet of Unchanging until I find a way to uncurse it. Or I become absent-minded and put it on without realising. That's always a possibility. Let's check out the wooden dagger. Uncursed +1 elven dagger. If it's an uncursed +1 elven dagger, it's actually very, very tempting to swap our Staff of Death for that. Wow. Particularly if we're going to take an absolute shit ton of punishment like that. I'll take the shield, might as well. And then we're going to need a quick rest before we continue. Beginning to feel hungry? Do I have any food? Only an apple. Well, at this point, I'm going to call it a day. A hungry, sorceress, staff-wielding day. So, thanks for watching as always. Until next time, bye for now.